What is going on, everybody? It is 9:30. It is Wednesday night. It is prime time. My name is Paul Spencer. That dude right next to me is the showstopper, my little brother, Dave Yarnell. Davey, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, big man? Good to see you today.
Ah, man, Dave, last week, man, I got drunk on air, Dave.
Yeah, I saw that, Mr. Taking a drink after every comment.
Man, I tell you, Dave, 52, alcohol doesn't serve you well when you hit that over the hill mark, brother.
You got to stop drinking on the Cowboys. That's what you got to stop doing.
Dude, you know what? Being a Cowboys fan, dude, I'm crazy to say I thought I'd be dead by now. As much as this team sucks, good and bad, drinking, I don't know, Dave. But man, I tell you what, if I do that for the whole season, I might be like 1 foot in the grave next week, brother.
Well, I'll tell you, those Cowboys make you drink. That's for sure.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, listen, if I can survive 27 years of disarray, good things, bad things, more bad things I want to say than good, but
right,
I'm still around for that, Dave. I think I can. I think the devil can't take me down, brother.
Hey, I'm still here with you, man. I'm still here with you, and I've been around a long time. I wouldn't say a long time, but 49 years, and I've been Cowboy fan since I was 10 years old, and I'm still hanging in there, man. I'm still hanging in there.
Hey, 52 now. The first memory I had was when I was 7 years old, Pop. Hey, 45 years of understanding the Cowboys' way of life, living it, dreaming it, understanding it, being a true blue fan. Dave, it goes a long way.
We've gone through the Tom Landrys and the Jimmy Johnsons and the Jason Garretts and the list goes on and on.
The Parcells
days, and the
Dan Campo,
Gabe Campo days. Yeah, I mean, who haven't we seen in this team?
Oh man.
But there's too many coaches we've gone through over the years that we've seen, and yet we're still here, Paul. We're still here.
Yeah, we're still here, Dave. That's the one thing difference between, you and I laugh and joke and actually argue a lot of times with my ways, your ways. But the bottom line is, man, if I can say I need to talk to a Cowboy fan, I can definitely call you because we've been through it all,
I think we've seen it all. There's nothing we haven't seen between the Dorsetts and the Emmets and the Troys and the Michaels and we've seen it all. I mean, what haven't we? Now we're Tonys and the Daks and Quincy Carter days and the Drew Henson days.
You see what's behind me, right?
The Drew Henson days and even Vinny Testaverde days back in the day. If you remember, Vinny T was our quarterback.
Hey, Dave, you see what I'm rocking?
I see the Quincy Carter. That's what made me think of it when I saw it. Yeah.
Hey, listen, I've been in those days too, Dave.
I mean, we've seen it all. I mean, what haven't we seen in this team?
Very true. Very true. Adam checks in. What are you drinking after the Braves? There's a difference, Adam, real quick. Thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you, brother. Definitely do. I don't drink after the Braves because I'm truly, really not a baseball fan. I like the Braves because of my father, but baseball doesn't affect me like college football does, Adam.
Well, Adam, I'll be honest, it affected me because the Phillies are hot right now. I mean, their bats they're on fire, and I understand that. We completely get it. But there is a game tomorrow, so game 4 tomorrow. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, hey, smart money makes money, and that's what I took. I took the Phillies, to win. Actually, believe it or not, I actually took them to win this series. I took them to the NFL championship, and I took them in the World Series too. I took a long.
Maybe the fans should stay away so Matt Strider can actually get a win tomorrow.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. It's not like to me to my philosophy. Well, my fandom, number one. Believe it or not, it's hard for me to say this. A lot of people won't understand this, but to me, I'm a bigger college fan than NFL.
Oh, you're Mr. College Football. You love your college football.
I love my college football. Notre Dame is my favorite team. Dallas is right there on a level, but I live with both teams. But baseball, Adam, believe it or not, I talk a lot of crap because I do watch the Braves when I can. But I really truthfully watch maybe one game a week, and honestly, I really don't even watch the Braves. Honestly,
well, Adam, didn't you say? I think Adam said earlier today that today was a Braves bullpen game for them. I think it was him that said that. I know somebody said it on the Ken show this morning on the Batcave. And actually, today was a Braves bullpen game for them because Strider's going tomorrow, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was surprised they played. Who they started tonight, Elder, but it is what it is.
Elder, yeah, exactly. I mean, I know Elder was 12-3. I get it, but it is what it is,
Yeah, honestly, the last thing I'll say about it is Max Fried,
Well,
Charlie,
but I mean, no Charlie Morton.
Charlie Morton hurt him
That's
on the
killing
field.
him. Yeah, I mean, well, he came on. Actually, he's active. They did fit in the active list. I think on the
Yeah,
roster
but
list. I don't know.
he's on the roster, but he's coming off that 15-day DL, so
Yeah,
it's going to hurt him.
and
He came off
they were
jerseys.
missing Wright too. That's another loss for them. I mean,
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But hey,
yeah.
speaking of teams that shit the bed, Dave, let's talk about last week, brother.
Do we have to talk about that? But we will.
We will a little bit. Hey, I did my show. You know what? I'll say what I say. Listen to me.
Uh,
I'm very pissed off about it. You know,
and everybody, I wanted to come on the post game show. I really did, but it was just I just had not a lot going on at that time, so I didn't. I
I know
couldn't get.
that's why I didn't even send you an invite because I knew you said you were feeling down a little bit. So not down with the Cowboys, but
Well,
down with the Cow a little
I
bit.
wasn't really feeling well at the time, and then just had
Exactly,
everything. Yeah.
exactly. So I took one for the team, Dave. You know what? And
We
I mean,
appreciate it. We really do.
this bottle was half full before the show, and
Hey,
it, it
I did the pregame show. I was all over that, and then
yeah,
after the pregame show, the game was on, and I just wasn't. I mean, I wasn't 100%. I was barely texting on the group text. I was just like, I was just watching the game. Like they got to
yeah.
14-7. There's 21-7. I'm like, oh, it's gonna get ugly early.
Yeah,
So
but we'll spend a little bit of time on here. But my concern, Dave, is as Dak said, I'm going to limit my picks this year. Dave, 3 picks, brother.
yeah. Well, that game got out of hand real quick. He
Oh,
was just. I mean,
mm.
his best throw of the night was to Turpin in the end zone. That throw was perfect. I mean, he couldn't have put it any better.
that
Um,
was that was a good play, but I mean,
that that
there was a
I
couple of
mean,
missed balls.
well, the one he missed to Cooks too on the sideline throw, that was a nice throw, it was just a little far out of bounds.
Mhm. Adam
Um,
says I owned it. Yeah, I owned it. I owned it. I took the ass kicking right on the chin last week. And,
he definitely owned it, Adam, no doubt, no doubt.
hey, we speak the truth, as you see. We're all live,
I would
unfiltered.
have owned it too if I wasn't feeling well. I just did. I wasn't up for it. I just wasn't up for it.
Yeah. But I mean, there was a touchdown missed, of course, that walk-in touchdown off the fingertips. That was a touchdown, Dave, walking in the end zone. I believe
Which
that
one?
was to who was that to? That was actually to wasn't that to Michael Gallup? I believe the end zone pass all the way in the end zone where he dropped it. There was a pass in the
Oh,
end zone that he
did
dropped.
I miss that one?
There was a walk-in touchdown right on the fingertips, walking in, and he dropped. He just missed the ball.
Maybe I don't recall that one, but okay, I'll give it
I'm
to you.
not sure who it was, but it was there. I was so pissed off about it.
Mm,
But I mean, Dave, it was just all around ass beating. But Dave, I'm gonna,
I,
you heard me
I,
last week speak, Dave.
I think the play calling had a lot to do with it too. I don't think McCarthy's play calling was the greatest that Sunday night. That's for
No,
sure.
it definitely wasn't, Dave. It definitely
No,
wasn't. I mean, listen, with the four, like Dave, you heard me last week speak about this, and I want you to tell me. We'll spend about 10 minutes, 15 minutes tops on this game here. But
right.
Dave, my thing is this, okay? I coach up here, and I run offense. I've always ran offense, and to me, I take it to heart because when I see a coach with weapons, Dave, and a quarterback that doesn't understand the philosophy of what we're running, it aggravates me, Dave. You know, the O line, okay, you played okay. You weren't getting a lot of pressure. It was on the inside and outside stunts. Why
Right.
don't you use a double tight end? Why don't you bring in, a Shoemaker to help block? Why don't you bring in a Hendershot or whoever the hell didn't play last week, on one end? Why didn't you bring him to give Dak a couple seconds, Dave? Why?
Yeah, I mean, I
Where's
don't
the O line?
understand. Honestly, I don't think they're using Dak to his strength. I really don't.
What is his strengths, Dave?
His strengths are to run when he runs around out of the pocket, he makes things happen. That's what he does. He's staying in that pocket too long, and he's just not getting it done. Dak's got to run. Dak's good on the run. You know that, just as I.
Then the West Coast is not designed for Dak Prescott.
Maybe it's just not. I don't know, but Dak on the run is better than Dak in the pocket. That's for sure.
Because after the show last week, I got a lot of messages, because our names are on here. Your name's the showstopper. They're not going to find your ass, Dave, but they'll find me. But I got a lot of messages last week on Facebook. A lot of people were saying, "Well, then how do you explain Brock Purdy run the West Coast offense? He moves a little bit. He gets out of the pocket. What is your thing on that? I'll tell you how I feel about it.
Well, Brock Purdy's he reads progressions better than Dak does. That's for sure.
Very good.
And he sees receivers. Well, he's got so many weapons. I mean, my God, he's got Debo. He's got, guys like that. Ayuk. Kittle. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Sure.
I mean, he doesn't look at one receiver. He looks at three. Dak looks at one, and if it's not there, we're in trouble. That's pretty much what it is.
Very true.
So.
Very true. I mean, that's the thing. How I answered that question was, hey, when you got a quarterback that can run a basic West Coast offense, take what they give you. 3 steps, 5-step drops, whatever they give you, you take it. But yes, he extends plays because as a lot of quarterbacks we see, the one thing that I watch, I hate saying this team, the Eagles, the one thing I did see last week is in the second half, I could see the old Jalen Hurts come out, where he runs out of the pocket before he gets out of the pocket here. He's rolling out. He has his hand up to direct wide receivers, Dave.
Yeah, yeah. Well, Dak does too when he's on the run. Dak
He
can do
does do
that.
that sometimes, but it's got to be a uniform thing where your wide receivers understand that tree. This
Right.
offense is not designed for him. Either get him on the run, get him out beside the hash marks, outside there,
Yep.
let
That's
him
what
run.
Dak does best.
You have to do that because this West Coast offense, Dave, is designed for a quarterback pre-snap, go up to the line, give him that hard count, looking at the defense. What
Yep.
linebackers coming? Is a safety coming up? Is it a corner blitz? Is a linebacker going out to pick up that? Is it a cover
Right.
two? What do we see? Dak is not reading that, Dave. That's the thing
No,
where
that's the thing. Yeah.
it hurts me because I think a lot of people even went back to his Mississippi State days at college. He was a running going quarterback who got out of the pocket. I think his percentage rate, Dave, was 72% out of the pocket and 45% in the pocket.
That makes more. That's what Dak does. I mean, we've been saying that for years. We've been seeing the same Dak Prescott for how many years now? 7.
You got to get him out of the pocket. A lot of people were like, the first year was incredible. Well, there was no film on this dude in the NFL, Dave.
That's correct. Well, everybody keeps forgetting the fact that Dak's been in the league 7 years, and I understand that. But yet, at the same time, he is a 4th-round draft pick. So you got to put that. You got to put that in perspective.
I don't take that, Dave, because look.
Well, okay, but hear me out. Let me finish. Dak would never have been a starter if Tony never got hurt in that Seattle game.
The funny thing, Dave, I want to ask you something. To be really honest, because we are unfiltered, live, and off the chains here. We're raw. We keep it real.
Right. I got it.
Dave, what do you think this team would be like with Mr. Tony Romo right now?
Romo reads the defense better than anybody, I think. I think Romo could run this offense with his eyes closed. To be honest with you.
I think there's good and bad points with Romo being the quarterback. He's a gunslinger. He will let the ball fly. He will make mistakes.
Well, Romo sees when linebackers are coming. Romo was good like that. He knows when
that's the good point about Romo. He can read the defense pre-snap. He sees.
He may throw picks, but he does see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like Romo does see the field better.
There was one word that I used to use with Romo, Dave, and I think I mentioned this a long time ago. When I think of Romo, he's one of my top 4 players in Cowboy history.
I love Tony. I miss Tony. I love Tony. I was a Tony fan.
The one word I use is Houdini.
Yeah, absolutely. J.J. Watt had him dead to right, and he got out of that one.
A little spin move, exactly. He keeps plays alive. He looks downfield, and he was the master, Dave, of that pointing out there. You run here, you run there.
Oh, Tony could do that with, like I said, how many times did he see Terrence Williams on a point, or Jason Witten, or whatever the case was? Or Dez. Yeah. It was just one of those things where Tony knew where you were on the field. If he found you, you were there.
Exactly. Wish we had him. Wish we do. Unfortunately, the back injury.
I know Tony's career, wasn't the greatest in the playoffs, but I get all that. But in the regular season, Tony was decent. He was good.
Hey, plus he makes more money calling his ABC.
Yeah, well, right now, yeah, exactly. He's got
the life. Married to a super gorgeous wife, of course, and 2 kids. And
he's living a dream right now. So.
Playing golf every Saturday whenever he wants to.
I don't blame him one bit. He's living a dream, and it's a shame because Jerry loved him.
But Dave, the last thing I want to say about this game is, look, it was an ass beat, and we took it on the chin. We move on, you said. But Dave, the one thing I want to say is this. Okay, God, how good Christian McCaffrey is.
Dude, the 49ers are legit. That team is legit. Don't even tell me how good that team is. Just that damn good.
They're good on both sides of the ball.
Between McCaffrey and Ayuk and Kittle and the list goes on.
Dave, I'm not a big hockey guy.
I'm not a Purdy guy by any stretch. I'm really not. But the kid, his eyes keep. The way I keep watching him, and my eyes keep growing. Like, how is this kid this good this fast? I just don't get it.
And the term a lot of people say, is you're cool as a cucumber. This dude is the epitome of cool as cucumber.
Nothing bothers him.
No. Short-term memory. I have to tell my QB, short-term memory. Forget what happened in the play before. Go out and own this play. But he's the same type quarterback, and that goes a long way for Mr. Irrelevant to be that way in the pocket. And the way he controls this team, Dave, these 52 other guys on the team, they follow this dude, man. They follow.
Oh, they do. They absolutely do. But can I say, I just want to say, going back to that game, there was one play in that game that I loved, that the Cowboys did do, that made me, I thought it was
Wait a minute.
Awesome.
There was a play?
There was one play in that game that was absolutely awesome, and to me it saved an extra touchdown. That's for sure.
Go
And I
ahead.
think you know what I'm talking about.
No, go ahead.
Jordan Lewis.
What play was that? The hit?
When he took the ball away from McCaffrey.
Oh, on the goal line?
McCaffrey was about to score, and Jordan Lewis took that ball right out of his hands.
Yeah, but how fast did that explode when the offense came on?
Oh, I'm just saying, but the defense stood their ground on the 2-yard line. I thought that was phenomenal. The 49ers could have scored on that easily, but no, Jordan Lewis said, no, not today. That's my ball.
Yeah, but what I was saying, Dave, is I'm not a big hockey guy, but damn, Kittle had a freaking hat trick, bro.
Well, he had 4 catches and he had 3 touchdowns, so that does take you right there, I mean,
you think about it, Dave. 4 targets, 3 receptions,
3 touchdowns. Yeah. Well, good. Our defense. Well, put it this way, our defense was on the field half the game, Paul. My God.
Well, that's what I've been saying, Dave. Like, hey, listen, our defense can play good. I mean, yeah, we took a loss on the chin, but Dave,
how much can our defense take?
Exactly. When you're playing 80% of defense on the field, dude, you're going to be pissed off. Like I said that, the post game, I'd be pissed off if I'm playing, defense and I come out, especially that Jordan Lewis takeaway on that 1-yard line. I saved his 7 points, 3 points at least. I saved that. Now,
right
off the field, I'm going right to Dak Prescott and say, son of a bitch, it's your time now.
Right, exactly. So, I mean, next thing you know, even the first series we did, we were 3 and out. I mean, next thing you know,
exactly,
the defense is like, we're back on the field again. I mean, come on.
And that's the thing. That's the thing too. Like when you look at this team, it's like, okay, yes, the defense plays, but dude, you got to get this defense off the field for at least a couple. I mean, hey, at least
give them at least 10 minutes off the field.
Well, not even 10 minutes. At least get a couple first downs, move the stick. But you really figure, every first down is probably going to be a minute and 30, 2-minute drive, whatever. If you're running the ball, whatever. At least get 3 or 4 first downs, move it past midfield. Hey, if you punt, you punt. Give the defense time, man.
But there is some good news out of this. It's only week 5.
Hey, please enlighten me.
It's only week 5. I mean, it could be week 12 or 13.
I'll tell you what, Dave. I might.
It's only week 5.
You know what? Just remind me that.
And every team goes through a game like that. It just happens to. I mean, it's a 17-game season. Teams go through things like that. It happens.
I am so glad, Dave, that you always tell me that there's always next week. Okay.
There's always next week. I mean, we come now. We play the Chargers on Monday. At least we have an extra day off. Think of it that way.
Okay, well, you know what? Sunday, all the liquor stores are closed, Dave. So remind me Saturday that I can go get another bottle. Okay, please.
Because you got Monday night.
Well, either I go Monday. I'm usually probably going to cut the grass Monday to get all my chores done. But remind me Saturday, Dave, please, because I can go out to the liquor store and grab another bottle of Absolute.
I will text you and let you know.
Just remind me, Dave. Okay,
I definitely will.
Do me a solid and remind me. Because Dave, honestly, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't want another one of these, Dave. Okay.
I understand. I understand.
Okay. I do not.
Well, and there is some more good news too.
Well, enlighten me, Dave. I really need some good news.
The Chargers defense is like 32 in the league, so we're going to be okay with that.
Yeah, so was Arizona too, Dave.
This is true.
Okay.
I'm just trying. I'm looking at the positive in this. I'm trying. I'm doing my best.
That's why I love you, like my little brother. You always make me laugh. You always make me, not take it serious. But
it's at the end of the day, we're 3-2. It's not like we're 0-5. We're 1-4. We're 3-2.
But you know what the thing is, Dave? The person I hate the most is Nick Bosa. Now we're playing his brother Joey too.
Yeah, I know. But
the funny thing is, Khalil Mack's coming off a 4-sack game 2 weeks ago.
I know. But the Chargers are coming off a bye week too, so
a little bit more rest for them, right? Why
and I think Eckler's back too. Oh God.
Well, I'm looking at it now. He is questionable. Herbert's questionable.
Well, they said he's 99% chance going to play. That's I heard.
Of course they're going to play. I mean,
he'll play.
The way the Cowboys are playing, this is a right your ship game, get well game. You know what I mean?
Is it Keenan Allen with them too?
Yeah, Quentin. Yeah, and Dave, what scares me the most is a rookie called Quentin Johnson.
Yeah, I've heard of him too.
he is a. You thought Brandon Cooks was fast? Wait till you see this kid. You got Keenan Allen on the other side. Come on, man. Scary.
I didn't see enough of Brandon Cooks on Sunday night, and I really was upset about that because I really wanted to see some Brandon Cooks. I like Brandon Cooks.
Well, Dave, there's two people you can blame on that. Okay, you first blame Mike McCarthy.
That's
But
definitely
but
who
you
I'm
know what?
blaming.
But you really can't blame him, Dave, because maybe the read is to him, and he always
Right?
looks the other way with Dak Prescott. We can't.
Is this a you gotta remember who their offensive coordinator is too.
We'll get into that. We'll get into that. Yeah.
I'm just saying. I mean, you
I mean,
know,
what scares you the most about this game, Dave? I mean,
what scares me? Austin Eckler scares me because that boy can fly. When he runs hard, he runs hard. He's good.
mhm. I
Their
really
tight end. I guess Keenan Allen scares me a little bit. Justin Herbert, he's up and down at times, so it depends what you get.
I mean, he's going to let the ball fly. We do know they can score, but we do know they give up points as well. So,
Oh, sure, they do give up points. That's for sure.
maybe this is what Dallas needs, a bad defense to play. The secondary is not the greatest. I mean, I do like their secondary, but they just haven't put it together yet.
And there is some more good news.
Dave, enlighten me, please, because I need some good
The Cowboys always bounce back after a loss, normally. So,
Dave, new year, new regime, new team.
I mean, think about it. We bounced back after the Arizona loss. We went back and kicked the shit out of the Patriots. So it's Dallas. Normally they do. Normally in their track record, after a loss they do come back and win. So
Dave, I hope you're right, man. You're bringing a lot of good points here, but I hope you're definitely right about this one, brother.
I'm trying. I'm doing what I can.
Dave, I'm gonna start calling you the enthusiastic one, Dave. Okay.
Hey, that's what I do.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, I'm looking at it now, and you got Herbert questionable, Eckler's questionable, Keelan Allen, Joshua.
Well, remember it's Wednesday, so they have to play. They have 3 or 4 more days. So.
Sure, I mean you're going to practice, tomorrow, Thursday, Friday. You're probably going to take Saturday off, and Sunday you'll probably do a walkthrough.
Walk through. Yeah.
You're at home Sunday, so you're going to do a walkthrough. Mm-hmm. So yeah, you're going to have time to hit the ice bath, the equipment room, whatever you have to do, medical, staff.
Plus they're home too, so they're not going anywhere.
So they got that extra day of rest basically because you're going to do the Cowboys have to leave, 1 day prior.
They got a travel day. Yeah,
exactly. It's a travel day for them. But I mean, the defense, Dave, it's something out there. I mean, the guys that I really like. I mean, Asante Samuel Jr. He's a great player as well.
Good player.
The guy that I really love, Dave. It's actually questionable. He might not play. He's 50-50 right now. He has practice all week. Is Derwin James their safety?
Okay, gotcha.
Derwin James. He is a hitter. He's like a Roy Williams type guy back in the day for us. He's a hard, established hitter. I like him, but the problem is with him, he takes a lot of chances too. A lot of bonehead penalties. So I think if we get the ball downfield and exploit him a little bit, I think it'll be okay there. But we got to call the right plays, dude. We got to get downfield.
But we do have some injuries to worry about. Actually, the Cowboys. I talked to you this morning about it. They were talking to a linebacker today. I think they signed him to the practice squad.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't looking because I was so busy today. Yeah, you mentioned.
I think they did. Yeah, he's from Tennessee, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's too. But I mean, my God, he looks like a monster.
Yeah, I mean, you think about it. I mean, that's what they definitely need because LV's out 4 to 6 now.
4 to 6 could be more. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that was a huge stinger,
What was the deal with Donovan Wilson? Is he out? I didn't hear the whole story with him.
It's saying he's nursing an injury is all it's saying. It's a nursing injury. It's a lagging injury.
Okay, I wasn't sure. Because I know he was limping off the field, but I didn't know what was going on.
They're saying it's like a re-aggravation of, because he was out a couple of weeks, week 1, he was out.
Right. Well, he took a few weeks off. Right, he did.
They're saying it's a re-aggravation. I'm not sure how bad it is, but they're saying it's not. It's week to week, and he's doubtful is what it is.
Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. Okay. So let's see. Van Der Esch is out. What's up with – I know Turpin's out, 4 to 6 weeks too?
Turpin's out. Turpin's out. I think 3 to 5 weeks is what they're saying right now. Yeah.
Well, that tells me that Deuce is going to be the punt returner then.
Yeah, and that's something I really, that's something a lot of teams really don't look at anymore as special teams, of course. Like the only highlight I've seen this year is the Jets game where Gibson, I think Gibson took that one to the house. But I think Deuce can actually give you that spark on special teams.
I do too, and I think that gives him some time to play too. So I kind of like that.
I mean, he's used to, he's so small, he can maneuver, he's fast. I think he can get a breakaway speed here. I think maybe he can break one. But hell, same thing we've been saying about Turpentine, Dave.
Well, you might see a lot of Rico on Sunday too, or Monday night. Rico and especially Tony will have a probably pretty good day, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean their front is pretty damn good. I mean, you got Nick Williams playing defensive end. Of course, you got Austin Johnson. He's the weakest link on that side. That's going to be the right side, of course. So the right side. If Zach Martin and Terrence Steele, are healthy again, because Zach did look a little bit banged up after that game too.
He did, and Tyron's actually not bad either. I think he's okay as far as I know.
Yeah, okay. Now everybody is full practice today. Zach did have a limited practice today. That's it.
Dak was limited.
No, not Dak. Zach.
Oh, Zach. Okay, sorry, Zach. Okay, okay.
Zach was limited
Well, I'm
today.
sure. They'll give him an extra day or two to rest because
Well,
he'll be
well,
ready to go
the
Monday
one
night.
thing I read about Dak today, Dak hasn't been on the field all week either.
Oh, okay.
He's been in the film room learning how to play football.
Well, he's looking at film. Is what he's doing.
That's where he needs to be. That's where he needs to be. We know you can throw the ball, but
Dak's got to look at film. That's for sure.
here's fundamental one. Here's your one read. Here's your two read.
Yeah.
We do not just look at one, Dak. Shut your eyes, close your eyes. There's two. Close your eyes again. There's three. You're in the film room. You don't need to.
Why are we running the ball on 3rd and 6? I didn't understand that either. That
Dave,
threw me off.
I tell you what, Dave. I tell you what. I'm going to be honest with you. Probably by the end of the season, next time you come visit me, my projector screen, that 130 is probably going to be gone because you don't know how close I am to watching this 3rd and 6, 3rd and 8. Run a goddamn ISO up the middle with Tony Pollard.
I couldn't figure that out for the life of me. I was like, what are you guys doing?
That Dave, and these little swing passes for 3 yards.
That does nothing.
I always tell my wide receivers, listen, we have 3 wide, 1 back. Here's the deal. Okay. Back, you're checking off the block comes defensive end. You're checking him. You're getting out, on the sticks to get a little flare if we need your last drop. Number 3, you're going 1 to the sticks. Number 2, you're going 2 yards after the sticks. Number 3, you're going 5 yards after the sticks. Get the first down.
Hey, and look at it this way: things could be worse. At least Justin Jefferson's out for 4 weeks, so
we're not playing them. We're not playing.
I understand that, but I'm saying at least at least Lamb's okay and Gallup's okay, and we're.
Dave, you can give me freaking Michael Irvin and freaking Jay Novacek, and you can give me freaking Alvin Harper and all these damn players. Give me Dez. You're in CD Lamb. I guarantee you, Dak's only going to look at one guy again.
What's up with Lamb? Lamb looks like defeated or something. What's up with him? I don't get it.
Hey, if you're playing with a quarterback that can't make the right decisions, I'd be pissed off too.
Yeah, I guess so. You're right.
Like you think about it. Look, say I have to play. You and I are wide receivers, Dave. You're on left, I'm on right, and the play goes to me all the time. Okay, I'm the number 1 read.
Right.
Paul, wide open. I'm not wide open. If the quarterback's sitting here, Dave, and looking like this, looking at me and going, okay, he's got to get open. He's not open if I don't throw the ball anyway. You're streaking down the damn field wide open with your hands up, just like Gallup. That Dave, I told you with the Gallup.
I would still drop it. I got to be honest.
But you know what I'm saying, Dave. You're running down the sidelines. You got time to get a hot dog, call the vendor over.
Bro, I couldn't catch a softball Monday night to save my life. Are you kidding me? Come on, man.
You know what I mean? Like, you're wide open. How are you going to come off the sideline saying, dude, he was wide open, bro. Hit him,
But then again, it was pitch black. I couldn't see anything. So, yeah.
Well, hell, maybe it's the visor that all these.
It was the lights. I couldn't see. It was just too dark.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's the visor that Dak's using. He can't see. What do you think?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I just don't know. Just don't tell me it's Cooper Rush time. Don't tell me it's Trey Lance time because I'm not buying it. I'm really not.
Screw both of them. I'm calling Quincy Carter.
Why don't you call Drew Henson while you're at it?
Hey, you know what? I don't have his jersey. I don't have Drew Henson's jersey.
That's one jersey you don't have, right?
I don't have one, but I'm probably the only idiot rocking that jersey behind me, though. I'll tell you that.
Go get a Vinny Testaverde jersey.
I actually have one, 14.
Do you?
It's like, dude.
Nice. I didn't know that.
Because my other 14 is Andy Dalton.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah. But Dave, who scares you on this game, man? I mean, we'll get into it. The offense, dude. Let's talk about our offense against that defense. What scares you with this defense?
Bosa.
Coming off the edge again, another Bosa.
I can't deny that. That's a given. That's a given. You can't. I don't know much about the Chargers because I don't see much of them, so I can't really say.
To me, I watch a little bit of the Chargers because I do like. There's a couple players on that team that I really.
I know their offense better than I know their defense. I could be honest with you.
Their defense is good. I mean, they have a stub, Kenneth Murray. He played at Oklahoma 2 years ago. Huge.
I don't follow him, so I really don't know too much about him.
He's a big linebacker, very fast. To me, he reminds me like an Overshawn type player. Very fast, very skilled, different positions, off the ball coverage guy. And we all know Eric Hendricks, who played in many years in the league.
I've heard of Eric Hendricks. Yes,
he's a linebacker as well. And their outside linebacker, Dave, is Khalil Mack, who's moved off the ball.
Oh, I forgot about Khalil Mack. All right.
Yes. He's very scary. I mean, he's found the fountain of youth this year, Dave.
Yeah. I keep forgetting about him. I thought he wasn't with somebody else.
Khalil Mack was with the Bears for a while.
Bears, they're right. He was with the Bears. That's what it was.
He was with the Bears for a while. He was with the Raiders. Remember, he was with the
Raiders. I remember him being with the Bears. I do.
Yeah. But, I mean, you got to remember what's helping him, too, is this is what I don't understand with the Cowboys. I understand Dan Quinn's a defensive genius, Dave, but to me, Parsons would have get a lot more pressures if he was behind a DeMarcus Lawrence.
Yeah, I agree.
Now Khalil Mack is riding the hip of Joey Bosa.
Yeah.
So that helps you a 1-2 punch. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And that's something I can see that's working for them because they're getting a lot of pressures. And we
Mm-hmm.
always said they can't stop anybody from scoring. But
Who have the Chargers actually played this year? I have no idea. I couldn't tell.
I didn't even look at their schedule. Honestly.
I didn't even look at their schedule. I know they're 2-2, but I don't know. I mean,
yeah, I mean they're.
Herbert's a fantasy. I know he's a fantasy guru because I have him for fantasy.
Well,
I know
that. Okay, listen. Here's the thing. They played some tough teams, Dave. Okay, we'll go week 1. They gave Miami everything, 36-34. Okay,
that's actually a good game.
They lost to Tennessee 27-24. Overtime, Dave. Overtime.
Okay.
Minnesota, that they are what they are. 28-24, Dave.
All their games are close.
And the Raiders last week, they won 24-17.
Wow.
So, I mean, they do play ball. They can score. Their defense isn't a highlight film yet. But
so they lost to Miami? Is that right?
They lost to Miami, and Tennessee.
Okay.
And they won their last 2 against who the hell did I say?
You said
Raiders and the Minnesota Vikings.
Raiders and Vikings they're falling. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right, they just won their first game last week.
Yeah, they lost Justin Jefferson for 4 weeks too. So.
Yeah, I mean, but that's who they are. Of course. I mean, but Dave, they do have a front 4 that's pretty good. Nice rotation, of course. I like their linebacker play. I think the linebacker play for them is superior. You got Khalil Mack. You got Kenneth Murray, which I love, of course. Eric Kendricks is okay. He's a fast guy. He's not a cover guy, which tells me that he's probably going to be in the middle. And I think Kenneth Murray is going to be the outside guy chasing our tight ends, in zone coverage. So what do you think of our offense now, Dave? What does this offense need to do? Because
this offense has got to get it together. Is what they need to do. I mean, they got to start moving. You know what it is? I think we moved the ball. We do move the ball. We just can't get scored. Our red zone woes are still issue.
Dave, last week you didn't make it to the red zone. We made it there one time.
I know. Dak threw the ball. I know.
The funny thing is, we were bitching about 1 through 4 weeks of not getting in the end, getting into the end zone from the red zone. Shit, I guess last week we were hoping to get into the red zone, Dave.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. Hey, automatic didn't miss.
You're right. At least he still is, carrying his name, Dave. But man, last week was a damn. At least we can get a first. There was a point where I was just hoping to get a first down.
It's funny. 3 out of the 4 NFC teams all lost last week too. So.
Yeah, but I only look at our team.
I mean, Washington got rolled by Chicago. We got rolled by 49ers. Giants got rolled.
Dave, real quick, I want to give a shout out to one person regarding that.
Who's that?
That is our dear Stacy Northrup.
Yeah.
She called it. She said, "Do it for the dick."
Do it for the dick. You know what? It was so funny. We were doing that on the group chat. I couldn't stop laughing. I was rolling the whole time. I really was.
Yeah. But I don't know.
But she did call it right. She said Chicago was going to win the game.
Yeah, but I didn't think they were going to win like that, Dave. Honestly.
But Justin Fields looked good that day. Oh my God.
Hey, you know what? He is lighting it up. I mean, he lit it up last week.
Against Washington defense, he sure did.
But hey, you know what? Football is a consistent basis. You got to show me something different this week. Show me the same thing. But
totally agree.
But Dave, this offense, man, it has to find a rhythm.
Dude,
Dave.
I need some. Like I said, I need some Brandon Cooks. Give me some Michael Gallup. Give me something.
To me, Dave, this offense needs to find an identity. Are we a running team? Are we a passing team? Are we a balanced team? What are we?
I don't know. I don't. Mixture of all three? I don't know.
I don't even know, Dave. Like, I'll be honest with you. As a coach, I always say, 1 week we're going to run the ball. Depending on what your matchups are, you change.
Right.
You got to be a chameleon sometimes. This week, like last week, Dave, it was an easy game for us, 63-0. Last week had my teamers in. We basically ran our same offense. This week, B team comes in the second half. We run the same offense. This week we play on Saturday at 2:00, which I'm pissed off about.
Why?
I don't like Saturday games, man.
Actually,
it ruins my Saturday. I can't watch college football.
Yeah, that's true.
I got to be there at 8:00 in the morning to set up the damn field. I have to leave at 10, come home to do the Notre Dame podcast, which I love doing. Then go back to the field, get my team ready. But Saturdays I hate, Dave, because dude, Friday night you go out, you have fun. These are 11 and 14-year-old.
Well, you could be Faith, who has 5 games this weekend. She has 5 softball games this weekend. Three on Saturday and 2 on Sunday.
Yeah, but I mean, this week, Dave, we're playing a solid team up front. That likes to play what they call a 6-man front. They run a 6-3. They run a 6-3 is what they do. 6-3-2. 6 guys up front. 4 down linemen. Remember the Eagles how they played a wide 9, Dave?
Yeah, I do.
Where these defensive ends, Dave, they have 4 down, but I call them D ends at the very end. They actually line up near the hash marks. That's how wide they are. Well, so I'm not running the ball. So this week, Dave, that's why I did a late practice tonight. Dave, we are going to throw the ball probably 80% of this week.
How good's this team you're playing?
They've lost 2 games. I know we can beat them. I've seen film on them. I had one of my guys go up last week and film them. So they're very beatable. But, I mean, we got to change our team. We're a 50-50 balance. We're a speed passing team, run team. But this week, they think they're going to see a good run game. Dave, first play of the game, I'm running 5 wide, going deep first play.
Nice.
I'm going to run clear outs, get crazy, let them spread the field. You know what? I'm going to utilize that. You want to put 6 man up front and only have 5 guys in the back against my 5 guys? We're playing 1-on-1, 7-on-7 football. Go ahead.
I like it.
But that's what McCarthy needs to do, Dave. He has to look. He has to.
Let's put some pressure on Mr. Herbert and make him make mistakes too. I think that's what they need to do.
Hey, Dave. I don't know, man.
I mean, let our defense go. I mean, let Micah loose. Let D-Law loose. Let him go. I mean, put pressure on Herbert all day.
And the crazy thing is, Dave, I want to ask you this too. Okay. The week that we lost Trayvon Diggs, okay, that was a week prior to the game where we played Arizona Cardinals.
Well, that was a practice we lost Diggs. It wasn't even a real game.
Right. I mean, game situation, practice, whatever. But is this going to, reflect anything of losing LVE in the middle, our starting linebacker?
Not if we pick up this kid that we had today, I think.
I did look at him a little bit, Dave. I mean, he's a journeyman, Dave. He's played with the Titans for a while, okay? Dave, the thing he struggles in, you know what it is, right?
On the run?
Pass coverage.
Great.
They say his tendencies are a great north to south runner. And I looked at it, I was like, oh, shit, are you talking about LVE or are we talking about this dude? He says the pass coverage, Dave, he's given up an average of 3 catches a game when he's isolated on a tight end.
Oh, wow.
And that's out of 4 targets, Dave. So he's given up 75% balls, Dave. That's going in his direction. Oh. So, I mean, how bad are we going to miss LVE?
We're hurting. We got to pick him up. We got to get him. Well, he's there. I think they signed him already. They put him in the practice squad.
You have to. I mean, you have to.
Yeah,
you have to get a tight end that's going to.
We're hurting. LVE's out for 4 to 6 weeks. So.
And you know what? I love Marquise Bell coming down in the box.
I'm a Bell guy too. I like Bell.
Too small, Dave. He's too small.
Yeah, I know. I get it, but
when he played against the Giants, when he came down, Dave, they weren't really throwing the ball because the pressure was there. When they had tight ends that have time, like look at Kittle. He was on Kittle one time, and Kittle just went like this, blew on him. Fell. He's not a solid big linebacker. He plays safety good. He's a hitter, but he can't play in that box, Dave, against a tight end or a running back. He can't do it.
I get it.
This guy, I hope he. Dave, I'll be honest with you. How do you think about this? I think they're going to move Parsons at linebacker a lot.
That's what they were saying today. I read that this morning. They said they're going to put Micah back at the linebacker spot.
And I think Dan Quinn is going to have him come a couple of times, coming on a stunt, a twist or something like that. I do see that. But I think he's going to line up at outside linebacker more. And I know he can't be the signal caller because he's moving. You always have a linebacker that's a signal caller that can still, call, disperse what we're going to do. But I think that's my question to you, Dave. Who's going to be the signal caller now that LVE's out?
It's a great question. Bland, I guess? I don't know. Who? You tell me.
I mean, I think it's going to be Bland. I really do think it's going to be Bland this week because of the fact
I read it could be Bland. It is Bland. I think it is going to be Bland.
That's putting a lot on a rookie, Dave. Not a rookie, a second-year guy.
Oh, I totally agree. Totally. I mean,
that's putting a lot on him. That's definitely putting a lot on his plate.
He's good though. So
he is good. I mean, I get that point, but
it could be Jordan Lewis too. I mean.
It could. I don't think you're going to give a safety. You can't give a safety.
Okay, maybe not. Okay then.
I mean, who else could it be?
I'm just saying, who else could it be? I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. Yeah.
Well, it has to be a Damon Clark. It has to be Damon Clark.
Damon Clark or what do you call it? Deron Bland, I would think, right?
No, Duran's going to be a
I
corner.
mean, it would be cursed, would it?
No, you're the. I want to. It's 90%, positive that you're going to give a linebacker the mic. You know what I mean?
Right. Okay.
You're
Makes
going to
sense.
give him that because you got to be front seven to call the plays. If you're out corner and you see a gap, a gap movement or an offensive line where you see. Remember, I told you before, Dave. I have my defensive line look at how kids put their fingers. Three
Sure.
down, you're bum rushing. 4 down, you can actually go up the middle because they lose balance. You're run blocking. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So that's something a safety can't really do. They can't really call that. So it's going to be. I think it's going to be Damon Clark, which I'm kind of curious to see how he's going to react with that signal call.
Possibility. Okay, I'm okay with that.
And I think he's a smart player. I love this kid playing. I think he's good, but I just don't know, man. How bad are we going to miss LV? At least he sets him up.
We've missed LV before in the past. Yeah.
Yeah, Sean Lee. We missed Sean Lee.
Sean Lee.
Hey, we're used to it, man. We're used to it.
We are used to it. That's for sure.
Used to it. But Dave, I know this week, of course, we're playing the Chargers here, But let's talk about one person, Dave. I always come up with nicknames for people, just like you got Automatic Aubrey here. And the one guy I said last year was the Wonder Boy, Kellen Moore.
Yeah, we have to go against the Boy Wonder.
Now, I mean, he's dollar store boy, but I tell you what, Dave, I will be the first one next week to come on this show. If he lights us up, I will call him Wonder Boy again. To me, right now, he is dollar store generic bread boy still.
The Boy Wonder returns.
Well, he's staying home.
He's licking his chops too. He is.
Dave, how bad do you think he's in the defensive room right now, saying, "Hey, this is the tendency."
Oh, yeah, this is what Dak's going to do. This is what he knows what Dak's going to do. He knows.
How many times has he heard like McCarthy over his shoulder? No, Kellen, do this, do that. He knows Kellen Moore. He knows Kellen Moore, Dave.
Well, he does. There's no doubt about it. Maybe Schatz has something up his sleeve that we can hopefully that works out.
Hell, I think Schatz is just a voice in his own head because he ain't doing hell with that. This team.
I know.
We all said
and I like Schatz. I'm a Schatz guy. I like Schatz.
I am too. But I think in the beginning of the season, what was he? Is he going to be a voice in McCarthy's ear? Is he going to be a helpful play caller? Is he going to be the run play caller?
I think McCarthy should give the play calling to Schatz. Just call it and just coach the game. That's what I think he should do. Honestly,
I think that's what I think honestly, if like I said last week, Dave, you can't fire a head coach right now.
Or let Dak call his own plays. I wouldn't have problems with that.
Hell no, Dave. No, I can't see that.
I have no problems with that.
I don't, because he's going to say he's going to play schoolyard football. He's going to say, Dave, you're option one. Get open. I'm going to get you the ball.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm still worried about that.
Actually, he actually called a good game when he was on. He actually called. I think he called a couple of plays during the preseason. That when he's had the headset on, that actually pretty worked. So,
Dave, you know what? I'll be honest with you. I let some of the kids call the plays when we're up 30 points too.
Sure, why not? Why not?
And some of the plays that they have, I'm like, Dave,
it blows your mind, right?
It really does, because they use like the same terminology as we run cue cards, like I told you,
right?
Cue cards. My assistant coaches, I'll give them a play, they'll hold it up. We have a dummy play, a real play, and an audible play.
Right.
And I tell you what, listening to some of these kids, like last week, I let one of the A kids call the play, and he was like, I think he said like, "Hey coach, let's go triple gun right, ISO back half pass on 2, lead block on 1." And I was like, how the hell did you come up with that? He's like, I just put it all together. Like, well, that's virtually impossible because your back is going in motions. You can't come backside or ISO. He's like, oh, right. I didn't know that, coach. I'm like, think about what you're saying, kid.
He's a kid.
But hey, you know what?
At least he's trying.
I was like, yeah, where's your back going to go? He's like, he's going to get the ball in an ISO. You're gonna I was like, but you just put your back in motion going backside here. And he's like, I did. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, you know what? Remind me. And I did that at practice, when we didn't practice Monday,
right.
Tuesday. And I was like, we're going to run this play. And I was like, then they went up to the huddle and they were like, the running back went like this. He's like, coach, wait a minute. You put me in motion. How am I going to come back and get the ball? I was like, right. Ask Timmy. And it was Timmy.
Timmy's play, not mine.
I looked at Dave. The funny thing is, about this, Dave. A lot of people don't know about this. This was the guy that had the concussion.
Right. I remember you saying, yeah, right.
And
yeah.
He's one of my wide receivers. And I went up, I was like, ask Timmy. And then he was like, coach, please. And I was like, you know what, guys? Here's the thing. Always come to practice. Be healthy. Wear your proper pads, because I think this was a product of concussion last year. I think he's still feeling it. after he called that play because you
Right.
can't run that damn play, Timmy. And he's like, I know, coach. Now I know. But Dave, I just don't know. I think Dak has to find a way.
Poor Tim.
You know what, Dave? He's already going to a JV next year. He's already play in JVs.
Hey,
He's
that's great.
I love these kids. I love these kids.
Yeah, you're gonna miss them. That's for sure.
I know, and I got 3 of them leaving me next year. I still have all the 12s next year.
Well, there you go. Well,
but next year
they have to grow up. They have to move on.
Yeah, but next year I'm going to JV, so I'm happy. You know.
Well, you'll get them back.
Well, they're going to a different school. They go to Catholic school. So
Gotcha. Okay.
I won't be getting them.
Hey, as long as they're playing and having fun.
Exactly.
That's all.
But Dave, listen, we've been on it for about 45 minutes here, Dave. Before we get out of here, I do want to say some couple of things to our great sponsors out there.
Sure.
Dave, would you like to talk about one of the sponsors?
Which one?
Which one would you like to talk about, Dave? Since you're the optimistic one, I'm going to let you be very optimistic. Tell me which one you would like.
Dugout mugs. I don't know.
You would like dugout mugs. I will give you dugout mugs, Dave. Go right ahead.
Hey, dugout mugs. A mug for any baseball fan. Use the promo code OOTBS Sports at dugoutmugs.com. If you're the Ultimate Day mug and you want to give a Christmas mug to your other half and you want to say, here you go, here's a baseball mug, this is for you. Absolutely. Dugout mugs, a mug for any baseball fan out there. Use the promo code, again, OOTBS Sports at dugoutmugs.com. Did I miss anything?
OOTBS Sports 20.
Oh, I'm sorry. OOTBS Sports 20 at dugoutmugs.com. I apologize for that. I was wrong on that. But if, like I said, you want your dugout mug, go and get it. Use the code one more time, OOTBS Sports S20 at dugoutmugs.com.
Guys, listen, if you're in need of a lawyer, sometimes I think Dave's going to need one because he forgets that damn 20 every time.
I forget it every time.
I'm about to smack him in the head. So, you know what? He has a great case to call 1-800-HURT-123. Attorney Jason Fine. Attorney Big Al, my boss, my great friend for over 25 years. Motor vehicles, slip and fall, workman's comp, personal injury claims, 3 convenient locations throughout Pennsylvania and New Jersey. First, the city of your brotherly love, Philadelphia, PA. Of course, Cherry Hill in the Garden State. And, of course, the great, beautiful area of my neck of the woods, Pittsburgh, PA. Give them a call at 1-800-HURT-123. Ask them, make sure you tell them out of the box sent you because we take your case. I'm one of the investigators. If we take the case here, I promise you no recovery, no fee. And I promise you, mention out of the box, you get the family discount, 33 1/3% if we take your case. And once again, no recovery, no fee. 1-800-HURT-123. Last but not least, guys, we're on late. You want that coffee in the morning? Start your day off right. The evolution of flavor-infused coffee. Bourbon chocolate chip, toasted coconut rum, Samaritan blend, and hello, the new organic blend. Peru, La Florida. Make sure you use promo code OTBS Sports at monkeycoldcoffee.com. Get your coffee now. Tumblers, K-Cups, cold brew diffusers, T-shirts, anything you want, they have you. So make sure you reach out to them, guys. Last but not least, guys, here's our sports lineup here at Out of the Box Sports Entertainment, Monday through Sunday. New shows coming soon. So make sure you check out all your shows out there. If you have an idea for a show, a topic, reach out to us. Let us know. And also make sure you subscribe on OOTBS Box Sports, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and as Ken Fry loves saying it, the TikTok.
The TikTok.
Yeah.
That's what he calls it. And they call it the gram now. It's not Instagram. It's called the gram. Yeah.
Damn, Dave, how far are we out of touch of this? This.
Well, I have a daughter, so I know a deal.
The funny thing is, Dave, I think it was last week on there. One of my kids at practice, he was like, "Hey, coach," I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" He goes, "I subscribe to your network." I'm like, "Cool." He's like, "But coach, it's called the IG, coach." I'm like, "What do you mean the IG? What's that?" He goes,
Instagram,
coach. It's the gram, coach. And I'm like,
"What?" The gram. It's called the gram. They call it the gram.
It's like I was like, "Kid, I'm 52 years old, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, coach, but what did you guys have back in the day?" And I was like, I looked over and I was like, "Now, David, the funny thing is, I have a play called AOL."
Oh, dear. I love it.
It's really not a play, Dave. It's when we're up in the game and I want to bleed the clock a little bit.
AOL.
I had one of the parents who does all of our cue cards because she works at Office Max, so she does it for me for free, right?
Right.
So funny story. I call her and I was like, "Hey, her name's Diane." I was like, "Hey, Diane, do me a favor. I need you to look up a logo, all the AOL." And she's like, "The AOL, the dial-up." I'm like, "You got it."
Dial-up.
It's a 2x4, 2x2 is what we hold up. And I was like, "Can you make me one?" She's like, "Sure." "What are you using it for?" I was like, "I'll show you at practice." So I was like, "All right, guys, we're in a close game here. They only have one timeout, 2 minutes to go. I just want to bleed the clock out. So I held the AOL sign up, Dave, and that means
Right.
slow down,
Down.
slow down. You know. And they're like, Coach, what is
AOL.
AOL? I was like, bro, we struggled back in the day. Okay,
And we did.
we didn't have this high speed modem internet crap that you guys have.
American on.
America Online, you couldn't be on the computer, you couldn't be on the phone unless you got bumped on one of them.
This,
Remember that?
this is true. This is true.
He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, dude. He's like,
How far we've come.
you would have thought like nowadays, like we could be online, reaching out to people online, talking about our favorite teams back in the day.
It's so funny because I was at my friend Tony's house and I watched the Phillies game, and he was so far. Like his stream was so far behind. Like
Really?
everything. Yeah, oh my! It was even worse than me. I was like, bro, why are you so far behind? I was watching the game on my phone. It was 6-1 Phillies, and I'm looking at it. It's still 1-0 Braves. So I'm like, what is going on here? You know?
That's what I don't get. Like I stream everything. I get every channel in the world. I'm so far ahead of you guys. I don't
Yeah,
understand.
you're always at everything you say. We are. I don't see it till like 3 plays later.
I don't understand. I mean, I stream everything, and I get every game on the
You
game
are, you are,
world.
dude. You're far of everybody. I mean, everybody's saying the same thing. You're,
I
it's
wish
like
that
you see it.
You know, the funny thing is, I wish I was ahead of DraftKings because I'd be
Well,
placing in-game bets if that shit was.
you're telling me touchdown. And I'm not even seeing the next play yet. I'm like, dude, what?
I know the one play I said something like McCaffrey scored, and Matt texted me. He actually called me. He's like, "Bro, they're at the 40," and I was
Right?
like,
Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yep.
"I was like, no, that was 3 plays ago, bro."
Yeah, well, you're 3 plays ahead of us. I'm about to
I
come to
don't
your
care.
house and watch those games. But I'm so far behind.
Hell, you know what? Come on a Sunday, we can watch some church in the morning. We can watch football.
I can come to sanctuary.
I know.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
How do you feel about this Monday night game? Are you pissed off it's a Monday night game? Because Sunday, what are you?
I like
you
Monday nights.
What are you going to watch on Sunday, Dave? What are you going to do on
Sunday? I have 2 games of softball. Probably Eagles Jets. I'll probably watch a little of that.
Yeah. Okay.
Other than that, not much. What's Sunday? I don't even. What's Sunday night? I don't even know.
Sunday night is a great game, Dave. It's probably the game of the week, honestly.
What's that?
It is the Bills.
Okay.
And the Giants.
Oh God. Another ass kicking for the Giants, right?
Yeah, I mean it doesn't get any better. Thursday night.
I didn't even see. I go week to week. I don't even look what's going on.
Thursday night is the Chiefs and the Broncos, Dave.
Well,
the Broncos.
It's another ass kicking. It's another ass kicking for the. Yeah, exactly.
But you know what? Let's go about. So we got a couple minutes here, Dave.
But before we do that, real quick, do you think Sean Payton's overrated anymore?
You know, Dave. I said this on the post game show. Okay, let me know how you feel. Okay, Mike McCarthy, Super Bowl winning coach, of course. Aaron Rodgers, great team that he had. Okay,
right.
Dave, that was 6 years ago. 5 years ago he retired. Okay.
Yeah.
Time has passed certain people up, Dave. Okay.
Yeah.
I think the game has been so innovative where it's the play calling, the ability of people, the atmosphere, everything has basically evolved so much to where a fossil cannot coach anymore. Like I try to keep Dave everything innovative every year. Like, okay, I see teams doing this, I take a piece of that. I take a piece of that. Dave, I know you don't watch college football a lot, but if you get a chance, there's one team that I really want you to watch this week, okay?
Who's that?
Oregon State Beavers.
Okay.
They play UCLA this week. My exact offense is Oregon State.
Really?
Everything that they do is what I run. But I do take pieces of Notre Dame. I take pieces of Penn State. And
sure.
I put them inside mine because I try to evolve my offense so much where my goal every week, Dave, you know how I am. I try to run that score up no matter what. My parents, if we run up the mercy rule, Coach, we will pay the fine. We want to blow out some. Dave, I told you 3 weeks ago. My parents said that they will buy me anything that I want. Not craziness, but if I score 100 points.
Right.
Dave, the highest I've ever scored is 77 in 2 years.
Wow, that's right. That's rushing up the score a little bit high there.
It is,
but back to my point, is Sean Payton overrated?
Yes, I think he is.
Okay.
Back in the day, Dave, I think he.
Well, has the game passed him by, or is he just like?
You know what? I don't want to say it has, Dave, because he did have Michael Thomas, he had Drew Brees, and he had Kamara too. Okay,
correct.
And you had another guy by the name of Taysom Hill too, that people weren't ready for, and he put him in positions to actually excel. You had Deuce McAllister for a while too. As a two-headed quarterback. So what does he have at Denver, Dave? What does he have?
Well, he's got Russell Wilson,
Okay, but he's big,
who's not playing up to his par.
right? They're very true. Very true.
He's got who's
Jerry
um
Judy's hurt.
Cortland Sutton.
Portland Sutton, right?
Okay, I don't know their tight end. Who their tight end is? I'm not
I
sure.
don't even know who their tight ends. I don't even follow them.
I couldn't tell you.
Mhm.
Um, but I'm just saying he doesn't have much to
No,
work with up Denver. So I don't know. Like,
yeah. To me, that's the point where you can say, okay, he doesn't have the team. Maybe if he was, let's put it this way, Dave. That was a great thing you said. What if he comes to the Cowboys with this offense here, with these weapons? What would it look like?
I don't know.
That's what I mean.
I don't. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you.
Exactly. I don't want to put it past him of what he can and can't do. I don't want to call him
Right.
overrated, but I do in a way. Dave, I just pulled it up here. He has Javonte Williams, Sam Pirine in the backfield, Jerry Judy, Cortland
That's right.
Sutton,
P. Ryan was with Cincinnati last year too, wasn't
and he has Adam Trotman. I've never heard of this guy playing tight end. Okay.
he? Okay.
They did have Greg Dulcich. He's on the IR right now.
Okay.
But, I mean, you look at that lineup, Dave, it is not a New Orleans Saints offense. It's not weapons.
No, it's not. No, but Russell Wilson isn't Russell Wilson either. That's for sure.
Very true. And that's the thing, too. I mean, you look at those, look who he has, but, I mean, you can't say that he is good. He's bad, but he's
Right.
very innovative. I mean, I think with the proper team. And plus, Dave, you got to remember, too, this is not his team either. You know what I mean?
No, it's not. No.
Built that Saints team to what he wanted to mold that team into. Here, he was inherited the team. Just like
Yeah.
Barry Switzer inherited Jimmy Johnson's team. You know what I mean?
Well, everybody knows that. That's a given.
But
Sure.
he inherited a bad team, right?
Right. Yeah.
All right, Dave, how about we go around the NFC East here, okay?
Okay.
All right. The Commanders, 1 o'clock
Who they
game, are playing the Falcons in Georgia.
Ooh,
Commanders 2-3, Falcons 3-2. Who are you taking on this game?
I got the Falcons.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm going to go Commanders here. I think the Commanders win this game here.
Coup.
What's that?
I said coup.
Coup. Oh, the
Coup. Yeah.
I love that guy. Hey,
I love that guy.
Shout out to my Asian community out there.
Coup.
I unplugged myself. Hold on, Dave. Hold on.
Oh, great.
Oh my God, I unplugged myself. I got a little Asian pride.
I like coup. I'm a coup guy.
Too. That's one jersey I really want. I really want to.
Coup.
Me and he was the Cowboys, Dave. I think I would be standing that all day like coup.
Coup.
I would call him. What would I call him? What nickname would he have? Coup.
I don't know.
All right, but let's move on here.
Okay.
All right, we are going on to. Oh Lord, let's talk about the Eagles and the Jets. Do the Jets? You're sitting at 2-3.
Dude, I would love to see Brees Hall have a field day. I really would, because I have fantasy, so I would hopefully has. Man,
I don't think you're going to run the ball in this front seven.
well, I don't think you can either. That's the problem. It could be a long day for Mr. Quarterback for the Jets. There, I can't think of it. Why am I missing his name? Zach Wilson. Yeah, it could be a long day for him.
Scary.
I think the Eagles win 31-17, 31-10, something like that.
Wow, you got the Jets scoring 17?
I'll give them that much. Yeah.
Did you say you'll give them that much?
I'll be nice. I might be a late touchdown somewhere on the line. Yeah.
Here's the thing: is Ken Garrett Wilson. Of course, we know he's awesome. Okay.
I would love to see the Jets beat them. That would make my weekend, but I don't think that happens.
Sorry, Randall Cobb getting that secondary because that's where the difference makes. That the secondary.
Yeah, Randall Cobb could have a day.
Yeah, they got Zach Wilson though. You got to remember who's at quarterback though, Dave.
Oh, I get it. But I mean, I would love to see Brees Hall have a field day. I really would.
I think.
Last week he had 177 yards, 2 touchdowns last week. So maybe I don't know. So.
But you know what? They're in the same situation as Dallas, basically, Dave. A defense that can play ball, which we can play ball too.
Their defense is good though. It's not bad.
But there's always that big BUT in capital letters, Dave.
I know.
That offense, okay, cannot stay on the field for moving the chains here. That defense that comes on half-gassed. Same thing with the Jets here. If they can move the sticks, control the line of scrimmage here, get the first downs, keep Jalen Hurts in that offense off this field for a long situation, with that elite defense, Dave, this could be a game.
Well, you know, it's funny. I mean, you think about it. The Jets did beat Buffalo week 1.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, I know they lost. And they lost Aaron Rodgers too that day. So, and I'm not saying. I mean, that was a hype thing there. I get it, but on a kick return to win it. But I'm not saying Jets are going to win the game, but I'd like to see them at least give them a game.
Yeah, I think the Eagles win this. They do prevail because they are 5-0 for a reason. They found ways to win the game so far, Dave.
I mean, Washington gave them a fight 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, giving them fight, but they find a way to win the game, which I give them all the credit in the world for doing that. They haven't put a game together yet, but I think this could be a good game if like I said, if the Jets can put some drives together.
If their defense could get to Jalen a couple times, I mean, you shut them down. I mean, you never know.
And that secondary has to play. I mean, Gardner's going to lock down probably AJ Brown, but you're still going to have Slim Shady running deep. He's
This is true.
I mean, he's fast. He's a ball hawk. He can catch anything.
Did I see a little upset from Devontae Smith the other day because he wasn't getting the ball and AJ Brown was catching everything?
I don't know, but you know what? I mean, I don't care who gets the ball. My thing is like, I'll tell my kids like whoever's open gets the ball. Very simple.
I mean, good, exactly. I mean, now I know Dallas Goedert had a field day on Sunday.
I mean, my thing is if you play for stats, then you're playing the wrong game here because last time it takes 53 men on the roster to win a Super Bowl.
I mean, Eagles have so many weapons. My God, Goddard, Smith, Brown,
Swift, Gainwell.
Gainwell. Yeah, I mean, the list goes on and on for them.
But the last game is that Sunday night game, the greatest game of the week here on the NFL week here. Those Buffalo Bills and the New York Giants.
Where's the game?
Buffalo.
Oh God, Buffalo's gonna roll.
Buffalo. Yep.
31-7.
Wow.
31-7.
Prime time. Giants 1-4, Bills 3-2. Okay.
Yeah, I got Buffalo winning that game.
I agree. I think the Buffalo Bills route them this week. I think it's probably going to be
Dick's is going to have a field day.
I mean, I'm probably going to go 30-13 here. I think
I'll go 31-7.
But Dave, as we
isn't Daniel Jones hurt too?
He is playing. He is practicing. I was looking at today. He is full.
I thought he was injured. I thought he got hurt last week.
They say he's full practice. Practice. So we'll see.
What do I know?
Maybe it's a cat and mouse game because Tyrod Taylor is a different quarterback.
Because I know they said he got injured last week. His neck or something or whatever, something like that.
Mm-hmm. Oh, who knows? But let's talk about the Monday night game, Dave. Before we get out of here, we got two things left. We got the final predictions. We got final thoughts.
I'm watching Monday Raw. No, I'm kidding.
You know what? That's funny. I haven't watched Monday Raw in about 3 or 4 weeks here. I think I might be tuning into that too.
Monday Night Raw works for me.
Oh, man. So, what do you think, Dave? What do you think
about
this?
Man, I really don't know.
Give me your final predictions and your.
Dude, my prediction was horrible last week. I was terrible. I
think we were too. You know what it is, Dave? I figured it out. When I take the Cowboys, we lose.
Okay? Yeah.
When I say the other team's going to win.
I mean, I take the boys every week, and that's just given because being a fan. But.
Yeah, but you know what, Dave? I'm going to speak from the mind from now on. I'm going to put my coach's hat on, and I'm going to look at this because I did look at this game film, and I looked at a lot of Chargers shit.
I think it's a close game.
I'm going to let you know how I feel.
I'm going to say 28-24 Dallas.
28-24. Okay, 28.
Yeah, I think Justin Herbert he's going to put some points against us on Sunday. Okay. Or Monday night. Sorry, I keep saying Sunday. I mean Monday.
Monday now, yeah, and it's hard to say it's Monday.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I know. I just keep forgetting we're Monday night.
All right. As a fan,
so I guess I'll watch Raw at halftime. I don't know.
You can TiVo it. You can record it, can't you?
I can, sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm lucky. I could put split screen.
I don't have that option.
Shit, I got split screen for 4 different events, so I'm cool.
Well, what I could do, go to my mom's house and put the porch has one TV, the kitchen has the other. I can go back and forth. Might work.
Well, is there a window, Dave, so you can sit there and go?
I wish I could. No, I'll be going back and forth in the porch and kitchen.
Dave, it's funny. You've been to my house, Dave. You've seen my projector screen.
Yes, I have. Yeah.
And a friend of mine came over last week and we were watching. It was on a Saturday. He's a big who the hell? He's a big UCLA Bruin fan, and they were playing a night game. And it was when the Cowboys were playing. He was like, bro, if you want to watch that game, it's totally fine. I was like, no, bro, I got you covered. Hold on a minute. So I clicked on, 4 options on the TV, and he's like,
oh my gosh,
what are you watching? I'm like, there's my Notre Dame game, there's a UCLA game, there's another game, and there was a baseball game on. I'm like, he's like, how the hell are we doing this? I'm like, I got you. Don't worry.
Take your pick.
Take your pick. What do you want to watch? Exactly.
I got wrestling on one. I got USC. I got Notre Dame on the other. Take your pick.
Yeah. Like Sunday at 1:00, I get one game. I can watch
all.
But
who's Penn State play this weekend?
The Massachusetts Minutemen.
Oh God.
Yes.
Oh Lord.
We were going to do the college football front tonight, but Bill was stuck at work tonight. He texted me.
I was wondering why you guys weren't on.
Yeah. So we're going to go Friday at 7 p.m. We're going to do the show then, And the funny thing was, Bill, he's so awesome. He's the OG, Philly Press Box Radio.
Right.
And I said, Bill, what games do you want to talk about? He goes, he's like, I was like, you want to talk about the Penn State game? He's like, yeah, we need 2 seconds. And I was like, 2 seconds? He's like, yeah, ass kicking. I'm like, yeah, you're right. So, yeah, we'll be on Friday at 7 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, Dave, I'm going to, like I said earlier, I said when I pick the Cowboys, we lose or we win barely. So do I want the Cowboys to win and not pick them, or do I want to speak realistically here? Because we are unfiltered, raw enough to change.
Take the Chargers, because if you take the Chargers, the boys will win.
Well, Dave, I did look at the game film here, and I know Herbert is a gunslinger. He reminds me like a fart. I think there's a lot of incentive here. Kellen Moore payback game, a Dak-looking game saying, okay, you were my OC. You know what I'm about, but I'm going to prove you wrong. And the other idiot next to Dak down there, Mike McCarthy, I think it's a lot on his mind telling Jerry Jones, well, you're right. You made the right decision. You got rid of him and kept me. You didn't flip the switch and keep him and get rid of me. There's a lot of hidden things here, Dave. A lot of hidden things, okay? Their defense gives up points. Our defense can stop you. Their offense can score points. Our offense can't. It's a flip game here, Dave. But
flip the coin.
I am going to go Cowboys. I'm going Cowboys. 31-26 Cowboys. 31-26.
Wow. Okay.
I think the Cowboys win 31-26 here.
Okay. I hope you're right.
If I'm sorry if I picked it wrong and I took the Cowboys and we lose, don't come back at me. I promise you it's not my fault. Okay. The alcohol is out of my system. It's not the alcohol speaking. Okay.
I got you. Yeah. You have to take a drink all night. You're good.
Yeah. And Dave,
I'm with the Sprite tonight, so I'm good.
Dave, I am all empty for this. I need you to remind me Saturday to go out into the game, to go out and get something.
I definitely will remind you Saturday.
It could be another long weekend because Notre Dame plays USC, and Dallas is what they are right now.
Yeah.
But Dave, how about we get out of here? How about before that we do some final thoughts?
Final thoughts? Oh God, forget about last week's game. It's a wash.
I already did.
It's a wash. It's gone. It's done. We won't see the 49ers again to the playoffs if we get there. So I don't want to see them again. They're fine. Let them do their thing. Who do they have this week anyway?
Who?
Niners.
I can look for you. Go ahead. Continue.
All right. Anyway,
the Browns.
That's right. Cleveland. That could be a fight. Anyway, forget about this week. It's a wash. Forget it. We're 3-2. Just let's concentrate on the Chargers this week. Let's get a win. Let's get back on the winning track like we need to do. Because usually Dallas loses one game and then they come back and they win the next week. So that's what I'm hoping that's the case this week. And other than that, we need to win. We need to win bad. We can't go 3 games back behind the Eagles because our division's pretty much lost at this point.
Yeah.
2 games is a lot, but 3 is too many. Just come out and play hard. Be the Cowboys we know. The defense takeaways, get some takeaways, and Dak put points on the board, and I think we'll be okay. Dallas wins 28-24. Done.
Agreed. I think 2 things. Final thoughts is going to keep it a little personal this week. A lot of my kids that I coach are Eagles fans. For some reason, their parents brought them up the wrong way being out here. But I did make a bet with them. I can't shave until the Cowboys win 3 games in a row. So,
oh wow,
starting to grow on me already.
You made that bet? Oh my god!
Yeah, I mean, I didn't have to shave my head or anything like Evan did.
Right.
I would grow the beard. They hate a beard, so they think, Coach, you can't shave your beard until you win 3 weeks. So this son of a bitch is going to be growing for 4 weeks, Dave. Basically,
Well, okay. So we have the Chargers, the bye week, Eagles too. I think it is.
I'm not even sure. I didn't even look at the schedule, but it does.
I know after the Chargers, it's the bye week. So does the bye week count?
That's why no coach 3 wins in the win column, Coach, as you always say.
Don't tell me you have a bye week and said the Cowboys won and you'll be all right. It's 2 in a row.
They know me. They text me. They all have my number, David. How many text messages I got on Sunday? And I was like, shut the hell up. Both of you, all you idiots should be in bed right now.
Right. They're probably watching the show right now.
They probably are. They never comment though, because I tell them not to, because I want them, because Pop Warner's crazy. They could actually use that against them. If you ever being on social media, kind of stupid. But it is what it is. But my final thoughts is Cowboys got to find an identity. We got to go out there. And the other thing is, I have to wear. I made a bet with. I'm not going to talk about it tonight. Being another team that won tonight, my team didn't. But every Dallas Cowboys show that I do from now on to the end of the season, I do have to wear this deck, Dave.
Okay, a Philly shirt.
No, read it.
I can't see it.
Dak sucks.
Oh God.
Because I think Dak sucks, so I have to wear this little thing
Poor
this little
Dak.
thing right here. This
Dak
thing
gets
right
molecular for everything.
now you see it.
I see it now. Yeah.
Dak sucks, so I have to wear that every show. That Dak, he has to win 3 games in a row, goes hand in hand. But I think Dallas has to find an identity this week, Dave. We have to win. We have to find an identity to either run the ball, pass the ball, be balanced. We have to get back on the right track. Forget last week.
Yeah. Yep.
You learn from the you play
yep.
the best, you get beat by the best. You know where you stand. Let's go out and get a win here. So that's my final thoughts, Dave. I think it's going to be a 31-26 game. I do think the Cowboys prevail this week.
Okay.
I can't wait to see Wonder Boy, that little facial expression. One of those, I can't wait to see it.
It's Boy Wonder. Get it right.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he shows up tomorrow, I will call him Boy Wonder. But if not, you're the damn dollar store, you're damn, corner boy.
The dollar store is Danny Dollar Store from the Giants. Come on, get it right.
I still call him a little bit better because he makes more money. So I'm going to call him the nickel.
Or how about Danny Millionaire? How's that?
Hey, he makes more. Yeah, it's true. Kellen Moore makes $2 million a year. So hey, it is what it is.
Exactly.
Hey, before we get out of here, the NFL East show will not be on tomorrow night because we have 2 hosts missing tomorrow night. So we're going to take a week off here.
The round table.
Yeah, the round table's not going to be on tonight because we don't have an Eagles guy. Of course, you were going to do the Cowboys, which
I would have done. Yeah, I was on that.
Yeah. Evan said he wouldn't be able to do it, but Dan said he'll do it. And having 2 people on the show, I don't think it's good because it is a 4 show.
Yeah, it's 4-way show.
Yeah. Steve has a training seminar because he is a firefighter. Thank you for being a firefighter, Steve, of course. And
gotcha.
The Eagles guy, they never show up. They think they own the world. You know what I mean?
Well, they are 5-0. So.
Yeah. But, tomorrow night we do have the NFL Pick'em show with myself and Dan. And, guys, we do have a special guest tomorrow night. We have Jen Lewis from 3 Chicks in a Pod, great friend of mine. She talks all football as well. She's going to be joining us tomorrow to see if she can go and beat me and Dan here tomorrow night. So please join us Thursday, 6 p.m. tomorrow night. Jen Lewis from 3 Chicks in a Pod will be joining us.
Wow, Jen, that's huge. Jen Lewis. Nice.
She's a really good lady. I've been talking to her for a while. She's very smart, very intellectual about football. So I said, hey, come on the show.
Go, Jen.
Hey, shut up, Dave. Shut up. Okay, I'm ahead of it. I am like 6 games ahead of Dan in week 5 already, okay? All right.
Show him up, Jen. Show him up.
If she goes like 14 out of 14, you know what? I'm getting off the show and I'm going to let her do it.
Yeah, might as well. Yeah, sure.
I told Dan if she beats Dan, one of us are off the show next week. We're gonna play Winner Stays On, Dan. Dave, that's what
shut him up, Jen. Shut him up.
Well, Dave, hey, listen, it's been another week, man. We got until Monday to talk about this, but the only thing I can say.
We actually have an extra day, which is kind of nice.
Exactly.
I'm okay with that.
Do your brother a solid here. Remind me on Saturday to go hit the liquor store, okay?
I definitely will.
But other than that, Dave, man, you ready to get out of here? Because it's been a crazy.
I am so ready to get out of here. You have no idea.
Me too, brother. All right, guys, listen, it's the 215 boys. We are live, unfiltered, raw, and always off the chains, keeping you real, keeping the facts spitting no matter what we see, not sugarcoating a damn thing out there. So my name is Paul Spencer. That is the little brother, the showstopper, Cowboy Dave. Dave, are you ready to get out here, little man?
Let's do it.
All right, brother. As we always say.
Go, boys, go.
Let's go. We'll see you next week. Prime time, 9:30.
Later.